Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome to this episode of 3D Design in SketchUp. We're going to talk about precision measurement in a little more detail. I want to make sure everybody's comfortable creating shapes and sizes given very specific dimensions. So we're going to go ahead and do a couple things with typing dimensions in. Let's start with a pencil line. So if you grab the pencil or the line tool and just click somewhere not on the blue line. It's a little hard to see if you're on the blue line. So we'll just do it out here somewhere. Click once and let go, and then pull up, make sure it's blue and let go. Okay, so again, you click, drag up, let go, and then you're going to type in 12.5 feet. So it's 12 period 5 and then apostrophe. So it's the same key as the quote, but you don't have to press shift and then hit enter. Okay, so that makes a 12-foot tall, 12 and a half foot tall line. And just to verify, hit escape and then go to the 3D dimension tool. So the dimension tool, look for the number 3 with the line, click on the bottom of your line and top of the line. Make sure it's a dot. Make sure it turns into a dot. You can stop anywhere, but make sure you don't. Make sure you stop where it's a green dot. Click and pull out, let go. You can see mine is still millimeters, so I'm going to change that over to architectural, and that'll tell me it's 12 and a half feet. 12 feet, 6 inches. That's exactly what I told it to do. Okay, so let's do another line somewhere over here. Click. Let's make it green this time. So click, make it green, pull out, let go. Let's type in 33 inches. Shift, enter, and then escape to end the pencil line. So this should be 33 inches long. So to verify, I want you to grab the dimension tool line, click on one end and the other end, pull out. So apparently 33 inches is the same thing as 2 feet 9, right? Because 36 inches is 3 feet. So 33 inches is just a couple inches short, 3 inches short. So far that's what we have. We have a 12 and a half foot tall line. We have a 33 inch line on the ground that was green. Remember that the color is temporary. It just lets you know that you're parallel. And then once you click, it turns black. So with my model information box open over here still, we can also change the precision to be very, very precise, or round up to the closest inch. So we're just going to leave ours the way it is. I just need to be able to see 12 feet 6 inches and 2 feet 9 inches. Right now, what if I wanted inches and not feet? I could change it from architectural to fractional inches. So, but that tells me it's 150 inches tall or 33 inches. So we tend to like architectural because that gives us the feet and inches, not just inches. All right, next up. Okay, so far 2 lines need to be on your screen where I can see them. You'll be taking a screenshot, so it'd probably be wise to keep these close together. If they're not, you can always highlight it and then just use the move tool to bring them closer together. All right, next up, the rectangle tool. I want you to pay attention here. Click, let go of the mouse button. Move your mouse just a little bit to the right. I want you to type in 4 feet, comma, 6 feet, enter. So that makes a 4 by 6 foot rectangle. Let's verify it. I need dimension lines on 2 sides now that we have a multi-sided object. So the first side is 4 feet. Second side is going to be 6 feet. So there's a flat rectangle, 4 by 6. Let's do another rectangle. Click, let go, drag. Let's make this one. And see, before I click, I can make it go up, but I'm not clicking, right? I want this to be on the ground. Now we're going to type in 7 feet, comma, and then 120 inches. Enter. Just to show you that you can combine inches and feet both. It doesn't matter. SketchUp understands both. So let's add the dimension line to both sides. So there's our 7 foot, and there is our 10 feet. So guess what? The inches I typed in were 10 feet. All right, so in this case, we're going to make this rectangle 3-dimensional. So we're going to grab the push-pull tool. Just roll your mouse over the middle of that shape. Click, push up, let go. Let's type in 15.5 feet. Enter. And then add a dimension tool. Sorry, a dimension line. And there is our 15 feet, 6 inches. So 15 and a half feet. So 15 and a half feet. So far, 12 foot 6 inch line. We have a 2 foot 9 inch line on the ground. We have a 4 foot by 6 foot rectangle on the ground. We have a 7 by 10 by 15 and a half foot tall rectangle on the ground. Next up, we're going to grab the circle tool. We're going to click, let go, drag our mouse out, let go. So remember, with the circle, whatever you type in is going to be the radius, which is half of what we want. So let's do 2 feet because we want a 4 foot diameter circle. So there we go. And to verify that, let's try the dimension tool line. What do you think it does here? Click it, drag out, and let's see, click it. So what do? How do I measure this? Well, the smartest thing I think would be to draw a line straight across. Well, how do you know it's straight across? Well, just pick a spot to start, doesn't matter, and then just make sure you are straight across and not crooked, okay? So how do you make sure of that? Well, if you start in the middle of one of those sections, notice that even the circle is not really a circle. It's a bunch of flat lines. So if you start in the midpoint of one of those and you go straight across and you stop at the midpoint directly across, you can click. Now we can measure that line, and that's going to give us the diameter. I'll make sure I go all the way across. Click and click. Oh, I think maybe I went too far. I'm going to double check. So my line is blue and blue. Okay, now we're going to measure that. Make sure I'm right on it. Yep, okay. And right on it. Just looks like I'm a little off. I'm not sure why that is. So there is my 4 foot. So that's exactly what I wanted. So remember, I typed in 2 feet, but I got a 4 foot diameter circle. That's because what you type in is half of that. So, and if you wanted to get rid of the line after the fact, you certainly could, because we don't need it. So go ahead and do that. And now we're going to do the same thing as we did with that rectangle. We're going to pull it up. So click, pull up, let go, type in 7.25 feet. So that's 7.25 feet, 7.25 feet, 7 1/4 feet. It's the same thing, all the same thing. Enter. Okay, now how do you measure the height of a round object? Because there's nothing to measure, so it's, as you probably have guessed, it's the same thing. Make sure you go click the line tool. Make sure you go straight down. Make sure it's blue, not black, or your measurement will not be accurate. And make sure you stop on the bottom and the top exactly. Now we have a line that we can measure, and the length of the line will be the height of the object, which is 7 feet 3 inches. So if you do the math, 3 inches is a fourth of a foot. So it's a lot of math there, but if you think about it, 0.25 or 1/4 or 3 inches, that's all a fourth of a foot Interesting, but it is. Okay, and then we can go ahead and delete that line because the measurement is going to stay. All right, so what else can we create? What shapes? We've got a few other shapes we could make. I think the last one might be the polygon. So choose the polygon tool. It's a lot like the circle. So you just click, but let's see how it measures though. So we're going to click, let go, pull out, let go. Let's type in the same thing. Let's type in 2 feet, enter. So that should give us a 4. It should work just like a circle. Let's find out. In this case, we draw a line from one of the points to the opposite point, and then let's measure that. And sure enough, it's the same. And then we can delete the line in the middle. Okay. So there we go. So precision measurement is the process of typing the measurement you want before you click, right? So before you finalize the part, and super useful and valuable for 3D designing when you're wanting to create something a very specific size, maybe a part that needs to fit with another part, for example. You can do it to the millimeter or to the fraction of an inch. And so here is what I need you to send me. Oh, let's do one last thing. Let's find out how tall Ty is exactly. So let's draw a line from his head, tip of the head. It doesn't matter which direction. I mean, red's probably fine. Okay, and then hit escape. And then I want you to draw a line straight down. Anywhere on that black line's fine. Go down to, let's see, how are we going to know where the bottom is? I mean, it looks like I am at the bottom, but I think we should maybe draw a line from the bottom of his shoe, probably the lowest part of his shoe, out. Also red, and then click. All right, so now we're just going to do a line between these two lines. So we have, let's just look at this. We've got, I know it's not touching his shoe, but when I drew it, it was even. It's on the ground. So just double check. You can roll around and just make sure it looks like it's where the bottom of his shoe is. Up to the top of his head, let's measure. I always said he was 6 feet, but I never really knew. So let's find out for sure. And he is actually 6 feet 3 inches tall. So we're going to leave those lines there. I would like you to rotate and give me the best view possible so I can see all of these items. I don't want them way far away. I want to be able to see them and the dimension lines. And I know I can't see that dimension line right there on the back because I put it on the back side of that. So I'm going to change my view because now I can see every dimension line. That's exactly what I want. So take a screenshot of this, please, and then send it to me. Email it to me. Screenshot, email it. Thank you very much. Catch you next time. For now, Mr. Johns is out.